So let's close the eyes. Find your comfortable seat and just make sure that you're comfortable enough that you can stay there for some time. So let's all take a nice deep breath in through your nose and exhale out your mouth. And just starting to arrive here. So just let the day go. Let whatever you're holding on to, just see if you can let go of some of that heaviness, that tension. And if you feel like you want to place your hands on your baby or on your knees, whatever feels natural. Just starting to find our breath. So you can think of this breath like a wave of cooling energy in the body. As you inhale, start to fill the belly, the sides, the low back. And as you exhale, just soften back in. Feel the baby hugging in towards your body. As you inhale, let the breath expand through your low belly, sides and back. And exhale, just hugging baby in. Breathing in slowly. And breathing out. And then as you inhale, just let the breath start to inhale into your lower belly, bringing it up through your side ribs, up to your chest, and then exhale all the way back down. Good. Inhale from bottom to top, filling a little bit more, and then exhaling softly out. So as you continue this breath, just see where we can breathe into the body a little bit more. Those places that get stuck from just having our bodies grow daily. Find some places that we just can't get into with the breath. So as we sit and just invite the breath in, just allow those tighter areas to soften each breath. And I want us to stay with this slower paced breath for our counting meditation. So we're going to revisit that as we inhale. We're going to just breathe in slowly. And then as we exhale, we're going to silently repeat to ourselves the number 1. And then you'll breathe in again. And on the exhale, silently say 2. So as you count, we're going to count up to 10. On the exhale, you'll count the number to yourself. And once you get to 10, start over. And if you lose count at any point, just start back over at 1. So this will help us focus. Try to just go to that place in your breath where it's natural and we don't feel like we're holding the breath. And see if you can keep the breath slower. So we'll do this for a minute. Relaxing the mind. just start to let go of the counting. You can come back to a normal paced breath. Just take a moment to feel how your mind may have shifted, your body. You can bring the hands together in front of your heart and just offering your practice to yourself, to supporting yourself, to that self-love that we've been cultivating this month. And giving yourself whatever it is that you need tonight, offering that, coming together with 3 rounds of Om. Deep breath in. Bowing to greet one another. Namaste. So slowly transition to hands and knees. Take your time. Take our tabletop, and once you get into tabletop, spread your fingers wide. And before we start moving in cat-cow, finding that neutral spine, okay, I want you to just gently feel as the fingertips press down. Feel like your pelvic floor is lifting. Think about hugging the baby up to your back body. So we engage the core just a little bit. We feel the pelvic floor, okay? And then as you inhale and find your cow pose, continue to keep a little bit of engagement in your pelvic floor. You might not go so far. And then as you exhale, really scoop everything in and up. So engaging pelvic floor. Again, core is engaged. Inhale, finding your cow pose. So it's a little bit more nuanced. Exhale, hugging everything up, just so we feel stable in our body tonight. We feel less heavy. Good. You can relax the head. Gaze can follow the breath, the movement, or you can close your eyes. And as you take a few more rounds, you can feel your shin bones pressing down, hugging your inner thighs towards each other. Helps to find that stability. Good. One more time. Just moving slow. Good. And then from here, let's come back to center. So we've done this before, but we're going to take our knees a little bit closer. So they might not go together. You might have a little bit of space, but if you want to take them together, you can. And feet are going to go out to the edges of our mat. Okay. And then we're going to just rock back a little bit, round your back. Good. And then come forward and back. So I want you to just feel some stretch through the low back. And if you need some extra space, just widen your knees a little bit. But we're kind of narrowing our stance so we can kind of really get into that part of our low back, sacrum area. Good. So as you come back, you're finding more of this rounded position. Do one more. Good. And then from here, let's come back to center. And then we're going to step the right foot outside the right hand. So take your time, okay? And as you do that, you can keep it wide. Toes can turn out a little bit, okay? And same thing, we're going to kind of rock a little bit forward and back. But I want you to keep the pelvic floor lifting. And if you lose it, just remind yourself to engage. Good. And you can kind of turn this into like some circular movements if that feels okay for your body. Again, try not to go deeper than where your body needs to go. If you're circling, just go the opposite direction. You can always place your hands on blocks if you need. Good. Okay, and then from here, let's take our left hand down. Okay, right hand is going to go to our right thigh. And again, we're just going to push down and turn your chest to the right. So not a deep twist. We just want to kind of stretch the upper back a little bit. Good. From here, take another breath. Hug the pelvic floor up. And then slowly bring your hands back down, straighten your front leg. Take it into an Ardha Hanumanasana. Feel free to grab some blocks, put them inside your right leg. And flex your foot, breathing in. Exhale, bow forward if you want to go just a little bit deeper, but keep engaging pelvic floor. Feel the right heel gently press down and hug back toward your body. Get a little bit of a deeper stretch through the back of the leg. Good, and then let's angle our right toes out to the right a little bit. Keep pushing the heel down and just pull back slightly so you'll feel more on the outside of the leg and the glute. Good. One more breath. Nice and slowly. Let's step that right foot down. Take it back into tabletop. Okay. From here, if you're using blocks tonight, turn them down. Okay. Taking our self back into neutral, hands on blocks. Okay. And take an inhale, come forward with your chest. Okay. We're just going to take one little mini chaturanga push-up. So squeeze your elbows in, lower halfway down, inhale. And then exhale, just push yourself back up. Beautiful child's pose. Knees can go wide, big toes can touch. You can certainly use your blocks here, deepen a little bit through your shoulders. Head can come down as the hands stay on the blocks. That's like a nice kind of chest opener if that's available to you. If not, just release. And just breathe into that backside. Breathe into your side body. Breathe into the back of your heart. Take another breath. Okay, and then we're going to slowly come back to table. Okay, and we're going to take the other side. So let's remove the blocks for now. Okay, we'll step the left foot forward outside the hands. And you can take your stance wide and you can just start to rock a little bit forward and back, adjusting the back leg for where your lunge is tonight. Okay, and then again, engage pelvic floor. So remember the imagery of the clock, right? The pubic bone's 12 o'clock. The tailbone is 6 o'clock. The two sitting bones are 3 and 9 o'clock. So just draw the numbers of the clock towards each other. Good. And then if you're circling, just make sure you go the opposite direction. Okay. And then from here, let's take that little twist. So right hand will stay down, left hand will come to your thigh, and just very gently push down onto the thigh and feel the upper back is what's turning. Belly will stay more towards the floor. Good. So we don't want to force the twist. Just want to let it feel good to open up for a second. And then let's take the hands down, straighten your front leg. You can walk back. Again, grab blocks if you'd like. Inhale, heart opens. Exhale, bend your elbows and just take a little bow down. Push a little bit into that left heel and just kind of drag the left heel towards you without moving your foot. And then really stabilize through the right shin. Lift the pelvic floor. Breathe in. Breathe out. Turn your left toes out to the left a little bit, angling the foot. We'll just make the stretch more to the outside of the left leg and the glute. Really, wherever you feel tight in your body is where you're going to feel the stretch. Beautiful job. Let's slowly step that left foot down. Knee next to your right knee. Blocks underneath the hands. We're going to just take one more little chaturanga. So taking ourselves back into a neutral tabletop. Okay. Just let your shoulders move forward a little bit past your wrists. Bend your elbows, hug your elbows in. Just go like maybe halfway, maybe not even halfway. And then exhale, push yourself up. Good. Take it into just a quick child's pose here. Just to relieve the heat we just created. Good. One more breath. And then if you'd like to take yourself into downward facing dog tonight, and know that all of these poses are optional. You can use your blocks like we've been doing. You can do it without. And if you're not feeling down dog and you want to just kind of take more of a puppy pose, you can just walk your hands forward, forehead down or to a block. So you're more on your shins, but you're still creating this similar shape. Feet wide, hands can be a little wider. And then again, think of like you're hugging the baby up towards your body. So you're engaging the core a little bit. Feel the inner thighs just kind of hugging in a little bit. Want to feel stable here. Good. Legs are strong. Take another breath. Relax your head. And then let's make our way to the back of the mat. We're going to take our hands back towards our feet. And if you're on blocks, just do it mindfully. You can lower your knees, walk back. Okay. Make sure your feet are wide-legged fold. Give your head a little shake. Make some space. Good. And then from here, we're going to take our little roll up, but we're going to bend the knees and push the feet down and feel like you're pulling the mat apart with your feet without moving them. So push down and pull apart as you roll yourself up. Head will be the last thing to come up. So legs are strong. Good. Once you get up, close the eyes. Tadasana. Take a breath in through your nose. Let it out your mouth. Beautiful. Let's blink the eyes open. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And then let's take a swan dive back down. Bend your knees, fold. Let it be nice and gentle. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands can come on shins or blocks. As you exhale, refold. Okay, we're going to reverse swan dive now, sweeping out and up. So push feet down, pull them apart. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good. Again, inhale, sweep out and up. Exhale, stick your butt back as you fold, bend your knees a little bit, bow your head in. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, bow in. Let's do one more half salutation. So firm the feet, inhale, sweep out and up. Exhale, hands to your heart, good. And last time, inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, big swan dive, stick your seat back and fold, bend your knees, good. Inhale, look forward. And then exhale, let's walk ourselves back into a little down dog, okay? If you don't want to be here, again, lower to your knees and take a breath here. You can also grab your blocks again. Good. Taking an inhale here and exhale. Okay. And then let's all lower the knees again. Okay. And if you're on blocks, you can come off the blocks. We're going to come back to tabletop. So from here, let's take our right leg back. Hover the foot for a moment. Okay, flex the foot. And we're going to find our gate pose. So curl your left toes under, and then I want you to just angle your foot outside your mat. Good. And then we're going to place the right foot down and lift the right arm up so that we have that nice space in the left leg. Good. From here, take your right arm, reach it overhead. Get a side bend here and firm that right foot down. Good. Let it feel good to just find some stretch through that right side. Okay. Taking another breath here. Okay. And then if you can, take yourself up onto your left shin. And we'll just slide the right hand down the right leg and left arm over to the back of your mat. So we're just switching sides, but just make sure that right foot is flat, whether it's facing the wall or whether it's pointing back behind you. It's totally fine. Okay. Beautiful. And then slowly let this left hand come back down. Can we come back into tabletop? So just normalize your table. Okay. And then left leg is going to reach back behind you. Same thing. Curl your right toes under. And then just swing the right foot out to the right and land on your left foot as the left arm comes up to the sky. Good. And then reach that left hand overhead, finding a stretch similar to side angle. Pushing into that left foot. Good. And when you're ready, see if you can come up. Help yourself up if you need. Right arm reaches up over to the left. Good. Let that left hand slide down. And think of like reverse warrior. Beautiful. You can always bring one hand on your belly if you need, left hand. Good. And then slowly take your right hand down and just normalize your tabletop here. Okay. From here, let's return back to puppy or downward facing dog. Your choice. Getting off the knees. And then once we get here, let's take an inhale, look forward. And as we exhale, let's slowly take a little wide walk up to our hands. Or your hands can walk back to your feet in the middle. Fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. And inhale, you can reverse swan dive out and up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Beautiful job. Good. Release your arms. Okay. So we're gonna step the feet a little bit closer, and then we're gonna take left foot back, and we're gonna turn to the left to a wide stance. So setting up for a little variation of goddess pose, we're gonna take heels in, toes out. Okay, but this goddess pose will be more of like a stretch slash twist. So we're going to take it into our seat. Bend the knees and let your hands rest onto your thighs and just let your weight sink down. But at the same time, lift the pelvic floor. So I want you to squeeze in and up. Good. Okay. And then I want you to drop your right shoulder in the center, and then you can look left. Hopefully this feels okay for you. Only go to that twist that your body allows. Good. Inhale back to center. Exhale, left shoulder goes in the center. You can look to your right. Good. Back to center. Inhale. We'll do it one more time. Right shoulder comes forward. Nice stretch for your back, but keep the pelvic floor engaged, just toned. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, left shoulder forward. Good. And then as we come back to center, we're going to rise up, straighten your legs. Let's parallel the feet. Inhale, arms out wide, big stretch up. And then exhale, big swan dive down into our wide-legged fold. So option 2, as I trip over my bolster, take my blocks. Take your blocks if you need some support. And feel free to walk your blocks or your hands towards your body and fold a little bit deeper. Or if you're feeling like you want more of a wide-legged downward dog, you can walk your hands, your blocks forward and stretch a little bit longer that way. So just take what option your body's craving. Good. And then in your prostrata, feet down, instead of pushing out and pulling the feet apart, hug the feet towards each other without moving them. Okay, that'll help. Inner thighs engage, pelvic floor will lift up a little bit. So we keep everything toned but soft. We don't want to engage to the point where we're stressing out the body or we don't feel like we can breathe properly. Okay, taking a couple more rounds of breath here. Last one. Okay, slowly let's lift halfway. Okay, hands will be under the shoulders. And then we'll take our hands on our hips. Continue to hug your feet in as we rise up, breathing in good. Exhale here. And we're just gonna take a quick warrior 2 on each side. So nothing that's gonna be too crazy. We just wanna, again, try to get everything open. So turn your right toes forward. Arms can go wider. Inhale. And then exhale, warrior 2. Now, if this is too narrow, you can walk your right foot out to the right a little bit. You can widen your stance. Okay, that's totally fine. Yep, you can support yourself. Good, flip your palms. Inhale, rise up. Same side, exhale, just come back into warrior 2. Good, inhale, rise up. Strong legs, pelvic floor, exhale, lower. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Flip your right palm, little reverse warrior here. Inhale. Exhale, quick side angle. Right arm can come onto the thigh. Reach your left arm overhead, just like we did on our knees a couple minutes ago. Good. And then inhale, rise back up. Parallel those feet. Okay. To the back of your mat. Breathing in here. Exhale, turn your left toes back and take warrior 2. Good. And again, fix your feet how you need them to be. Left foot can go wider if you need. Flip your palms. Inhale, rise up. Straighten. Good. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, lift. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Last time, inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Flip your left palm. Inhale, reach up and back. Reverse, just side stretch. And then exhale into a quick side angle. Left forearm to the thigh, right arm overhead. Good. Push into your right foot. And then we're going to rise back up, breathing in. Exhale, parallel the feet. Good. And then from here, again, little heel toe of your feet. We're going to step to the top of the mat. Shake it out if you need to. Okay. Feet go a little wider. And turn your toes out, heels in. So we're going to sit into Malasana. Okay. So if you need your blocks, you can take that. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, hands down through your center and just lower, 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 lower to Malasana. Take your blocks here if you don't feel supported. So same thing, keep the pelvic floor toned, okay? Breathing in, breathing out. So we're just gonna continue to hold the engagement. We're not gonna release it today. Just because I want your body to just remember, create a little bit more of that regularity without having to constantly remind ourselves. Good. A couple more breaths here. Breathing in. Keep the pelvic floor engaged. Good. Yep. Last one. Okay. And then we can help ourselves back into a little forward fold, reaching forward, lift your seat. Grab opposite elbow if you'd like. Take a little sway. Okay. And then from here, you can take that halfway lift, prepare. When you're ready, hands can come down. We're going to step one foot back and then the other foot, doesn't matter which. You can come back into tabletop. Okay, we can take one quick vinyasa to any height. So if you want to just take a chaturanga, if you want to use your prop tonight, your bolster for your Sphinx or your Cobra, you can come here. Okay, if you just want to come back to child's pose. So take a moment, take a breath or two, and stay. This just feels really good. Good, you can roll those shoulders back. That's it. And whenever you need to come back into that resting pose, you can always use your bolster in between your knees for a little support, or under your forehead, yep, or your chest. Good. Kaylee, can I push on your hips? Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me know if this hurts you. Are you okay? Mm-hmm. Does it feel good? Yeah. Kelly, can I push on your back? Okay. You okay? Mm-hmm. Good. Casey, you want a little adjustment here? Okay. Just let me know. Does that feel okay? Man, do you want me to push on you? Okay. Is it okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. Becca, do you want a little push? Is that okay? So we're going to slowly start to walk our hands towards our body and roll ourselves up. And let's take a seat to just so you can see me, we're going to take a seat to the long edge of our mat. So it doesn't matter which way you face. If you want to face in or to one side, it doesn't matter. But we're going to sit to the long edge of the mat. So we'll take just a couple little stretches here. And we're going to start in Baddha Konasana, just so we can kind of position our legs correctly. So Baddha Konasana, take your feet away from your pelvis. So you create more of a diamond shape. Okay. And then we'll just circle for a moment. Just circle the body around the pelvis. Get out any kinks in your back. Beautiful. You can go the opposite direction. And then let's start to come back to center. Okay. We're going to extend the left leg out. And then just pull your right foot in towards your left leg. Okay. And then from here, let's take our arms out and up. As you exhale, we're going to just go right down the center of the leg. So feel free to grab your blocks or your bolster for support if you want to place your hands or your forearms there. Okay. Otherwise, just breathe into that inner left thigh. Again, don't go past your threshold where your body usually comfortably goes to. I want you to just find a little bit of rest here rather than a deep, deep stretch. Good. And take a few more rounds of breath. And then nice and slowly walk your hands in. Okay. Left hand to your shin, or you can take the bolster inside your leg and arm on the bolster. Right arm is going to reach up and over to the left. So little side bend. Again, don't go super deep. Just let yourself feel that nice stretch through the right side of your low back. And if you're, just kind of do what feels best. Right hand can also go on your hip. Don't feel like you have to send it up. Yeah. Just a little turn, nothing crazy. Good. And then we're going to come back up. Baddha Konasana. Couple of circles in each direction just to neutralize. Breathe. Opposite direction. And come back to center. Extend your right leg. Left foot will pull in to your right inner thigh. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, right down the center of your legs. So again, you can take your prop if you need a little bit of support there. Feel just maybe any differences on this side. A lot of times we favor one side of our body. One side could be a little bit tighter than the other. Oh, hey. You know it was a foot? Little toes.
It could be a hand. He's angry with the right ribs.
Yeah. Well, maybe he, we don't know. Maybe he needs a little more space if you come up. Ava used to do that to me all the time when I was on my side. She'd be like, get off your side. I'd be like, come on.
pillow against your stomach.
Yeah. I know. Those babies.
Baby is just known for punching the Doppler back.
Oh,
Every
yeah.
time I'm at, like, every time now, it's just like, they push and it pushes
Yeah.
right back. And I can get it to, like, push me back, too.
Mm-hmm.
The fighter.
So let's go over to the right. If you want to take your bolster inside your shin, right arm inside or on your shin, left arm can reach over to that right leg, just finding that side bend, that side stretch. This is just the start of the child always getting its way. Just like,
We were told that Danny's baby, she got bit by another kid today.
oh my goodness.
I was like, so how'd she react? I'm like, oh, she was fine. I was like, hopefully she doesn't learn this bad habit. I'm like, oh, no, she doesn't have bad habits. She was just stubborn about everything.
Yeah. It's just being a toddler. Good. Coming back up. One more time, Baddha Konasana. Let's just work out any of the tension. Good. And as you get back to center, take just a few rounds of cat-cow seated. So inhale, little squeeze of your shoulder blades. Exhale, just rock back and round. And rock forward, breathing in, and rock back. And again, see if on the rocking back, it'll be easier to just kind of engage the pelvic floor one more time as we're just seated here. Good. And then as we come back to center, we are going to face forward again, and we are going to set up for Shavasana. So I figured tonight, since I brought out some extra bolsters, that we can do our reclined position. And if you want that extra bolster under your knees, but if you want to raise it up to a higher setting for like a reclined, they call it a arm recliner. They call it recliner, like an armchair. I'm going to bring you a second bolster if you want it. So we'll try it. I also need to give you a couple more blocks too. So set up your So set up your ramp.
Yeah, me too. I was like, I don't quite get this.
Yeah, because I always explain things backwards, I think. Set up your ramp. And I will bring you the second bolster to set up the second side, if that's what feels good. And if it doesn't feel good, obviously we don't want to do it. Okay. So this will be under your knees. So it will take like a second to set up and maybe reposition yourself, because if it's not feeling good, we don't want to stay, obviously. So take your time. Wanted to give us some extra time tonight. Get a couple more blocks. Okay. You set up here. And just make sure this bolster underneath your knees is not going to fall over. Okay. Now I'm going to come around and just help everybody after we get ourselves together. Okay. So lift your legs up as much as you can. Does that feel okay? Okay.
Can I like spread my knees out?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. This needs to be, needs to come towards you. Bring this. Lift your shin up a little bit. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. You good? You good? You good? This needs to come a little bit more forward towards you. Is this comfortable? Okay. Is that better? Okay. So please don't hold on anywhere. Kayla, you good? Big breath in. Let everything out. See if you can really just let the props support your body. And if at any point you need to come off of this thing, you good, Kelly?
I think so.
I'm gonna close this. Let me just check you out. More.
Like I'm like holding my breath.
Yeah, we don't want that. Okay. Bring this side in a little bit. Is that better?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I'm gonna try it. On my phone.
Yeah. This block is falling up a little bit. Okay. How's that? Okay. Yeah. And a bit there. Yeah. Okay. Good. So just let yourself completely relax. Just slowly start to find your breath. Letting that inhale come from the bottoms of your feet and all the way up your body to the top of your head. Exhale down the body, out through your feet. Again, breathing in all the way up to the top of your head. And exhale down and out through your feet. And one more nice slow breath in. And slow breath out. And start to wiggle your toes, your fingers. Rock your head a little side to side. And then you can start to just step the feet in and you can kind of push the bolster with your feet or just kind of kick it off to the side. Wherever it lands is fine. We can stay upright and just come to your left side. So stay on your bolster. And you can slowly push yourself to sit with your eyes closed. Take your time. And take your hands on your belly. And just hold your baby. And just find that gratitude for your body and for how it changes to invite this person into ourself, into our soul, into our hearts. And when you're ready, let's take one more cleansing breath together. Inhale through your nose. Let it out the mouth. You can bring your hands to your heart if you'd like, bowing into yourself and for your practice and for showing up tonight, for the self-love that we've cultivated, and moving off of our mats with that. We'll send it outward with the sound of Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Deep breath in. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Bringing our thumbs to our third eye, bowing to honor our true self, our babies, and each other. Namaste.